Hello, hi there, it's me, it's Dave. How's it going, my friends? God bless you. Thank you so much for finding time in your busy day to join me for an augment build. Yes, Mortal Kombat, I feel like the augment system is still, it's very deep, it's very dynamic, and there's still lots of things for me personally to discover. So I really enjoy making these augment builds, trying to find some unique ways to get some easy wins in Mortal Kombat 11. Yes, hopefully you're getting all of the easy wins, my friends. It is the weekend. Hopefully you've had a lovely Friday, a lovely Saturday. I did like yard work. So I'm kind of pooped, but am excited because I mowed the lawn right before it rained. Yay, I did the right thing. Okay, so let's check out the comments. Thank you so much, my friends, for joining along. Region Bojin, Peter Kwan, JJ, Laoshen, Hussein, Face with the Mortal Grey. Thank you so much, my friends, for joining along. Hi there, my name is Dave, or the Jaded Rabbit. If you're not familiar with what we do here, we love to make fancy augment builds for each of the different characters in Mortal Kombat 11. Today, we are going to be taking a look at Sub-Zero, specifically some of his character-specific augments and his Jinsei essence augments, locality augments, to get some easy wins with the dude in co-op or lucky towers, whatever have you. This build is pretty much useful in every instance of Towers of Time, except for things like Stage 6, the last tower, those endurance towers. Locality augments don't really work there. But we are going to be doing something real fancy with Sub-Zero, so hopefully we can pull it off in this first match here against Geras. If you're familiar, these like co-op towers, they can be pretty annoying. They can be pretty hard too if you're not running with some augments. But luckily, every character has access to like some fancy augments to get some easy wins. So Sub-Zero, what we're going to be doing with him is pretty much what we do with Jade in Combat League. We're gonna throw some rings or ice axes. But yes, each of these ice axes carry an 8% chance to brutalize the foe. But even if the locality doesn't trigger right off the bat, you can see that it's just impossible for the opponent to really counter this, because we are able to have an unblockable effect with each of these ice axes. So these ice axes are just landing so easily, mainly because we've got some fancy augments here. So as you see, we don't have any gauge. We are running no gauges, but it's not really necessary when you've got fancy Sub-Zero. Okay, so almost dead. Impressive. So each of these axes is unblockable. Poor Geras can't really do anything. But we get the brutality to trigger just a little bit early, but the build is really quite safe enough to use in any instance with any skill level. So you don't necessarily have to be Sub-Zero Pro. If this is the first like Jinsei Essence augment that you get, which gives you a double ice axe, definitely try it out, because this gives you much better understanding of those Sub-Zeros that go into Combat League, and then that's all they do. They throw these ice axes. There are Sub-Zeros, all they do is slide, or all they do is throw an ice axe. That's really tough to deal with. But these co-op towers, doesn't matter which one, tag battle or group battle. Thankfully, we've got a build that will help us survive through most situations. As long as you're in the air and you're throwing your ice axes, you should be catching the opponent, because what you're seeing here is true unblockable effect. The opponent cannot flawless block, cannot regular block. They just have to eat it or run away. Whee! Oh wow, Kitana. She's trying to outzone me. Oh no. Ah! Yay! Alright, so this is quite a fun, like, brutality. Really wish that there was, like, a razor ring brutality for Jada, a la, like, what we're seeing here with Sub-Zero, but it's really quite powerful. And if you've never tried it out, I do recommend that you try out this build, get some easy wins with Sub-Zero. Wow, we got a juggling act with Katana. That's an Elder Jinsei. That's pretty nice. Oh, wow, okay, so pretty cool. Really do recommend that you try this out, but I say that even if you don't have, like, the Lucality is really getting us, like, some quick and easy effect, and really, this kind of build is made for these kinds of towers, lucky towers. The idea with these Lucality augments is that you're able to get better points with quicker kills because of the augment. As well, there is a mechanic tied to the lucky towers whereby you can have good luck, incredible luck, bad luck, poor luck. You can also have no luck, but these all factor into how often your Lucality will trigger. So you will see better effect with the Lucality augments when you take them into Test Your Luck towers. Okay, so let's get Sonya. Whee! So, one thing about this is that you're going to notice the brutality triggering a lot more often in Test Your Luck towers whenever you're experiencing good luck or incredible luck, which is very nice. I do enjoy this, but do keep in mind that Sub-Zero's attacks here are ice attacks. So when you come across, like, an opposing Frost, an opposing Sub-Zero, you will be facing a character that's immune to your shenanigans. So what we've got here, we've got the Air Polar Axe, Ice Axe, this thing. This thing is an ice move, so it will unfortunately, like, be, there are certain instances where this will cause no effect when you throw it against, like, an enemy Sub-Zero or an enemy Frost. But luckily, we've got Shao Kahn here. We should be able to just toast him pretty quick. Oh no, the armor break. Oh wow, okay, so we're Chaos right now. That's not good. Okay, so Chaos is really a super tough a modifier to deal with. Whee! Oh wow, I think I'm gonna die. That's okay. I'm kind of just amused at how Sub-Zero's just jumping around. Yes, really gotta beware some of those effects. And we'll talk about augment choices with the augments right now, because I think that there are lots of ways that you can tailor this build to suit your purposes. Okay, so wow, let's take a look at the comments. Thank you so much, my friends, for joining along. It really means so much that you leave a like, helps out with the channel. Okay, so, another AI build. Oh, well, this is not AI. This is just augment builds. Not in the mood. Dragon Ball. Hey, Red Soul. Hey, Dave. Sub-Zero is looking like he's having a panic attack trying to escape Gearus. Lol. Yes, the jumping around is really quite amusing, but I think there is, like, a sort of, like, finesse that you have to sort of understand when using this build. It is okay to just spam the Ice Axe, but really trying to go for a punish while in the air, that's the best way of using any of these moves in the air, looking for punishes in the air. Okay, so, El Spicy, can you pick up the Ice Axe after throwing it? No, that's something fancy that Nightwolf can do. Whose announcer voice is that? That's RoboCop. Jason, can't stay, just wanted to say hi, gonna have to check out this video later, my main. Thank you so much, Jason, for joining along. Wow, thank you so much, my friends. Don't forget to leave a like, really helps out with the channel. Yes, Jason, we gotta have some matches too sometime soon. Oh boy. Okay, so, wow. Augments. So the star augment of this build is the level 4 Stone Cold. Gain a 100% chance to throw an extra axe. So every time you're throwing an axe with level 4 Stone Cold equipped, you're going to be throwing out 2 polar axes. Now you combine this augment with the level 4 Lucality, and what you're seeing here is that each polar axe has an 8% chance to trigger automatically an instant kill. So this thing actually means that you have a 16% chance if you're able to land both axes on the opponent. If you're far away from the opponent, it's more likely you'll only land one axe, but if you're at that like optimal mid-screen distance, mid-range distance, not too far, not too close, you can land both of the axes at the same time, and each is going to carry an 8% chance to trigger. So it really helps out when you have augments that increase the amount of attacks. You can really take advantage of that percentage chance to just cause an auto kill. But we've got some other augments here, mainly for survivability. Armor clad and in good repair is meaning that you as Sub-Zero will be able to take 4 hits from the opponent and still land your polar ice axes. Once you run out of those 4 hits, every 2.5 seconds, you're going to be getting an additional hit of armor. So this is pretty much a very safe way to keep your Sub-Zero alive in the whole situation. Very, very important. I think also here, if you had like other augments that you wanted to like maybe experiment, Sky King is actually really good with this build too, because you get 40% less damage in the air. Very, very nice. But I think the power of the unblockable effect, which I think it used to be a secret. It used to be a secret, but I've put it in a couple of videos now, so now I'm sharing just a little bit of secrets with you. We are using a trio of augments, a 3-way combo of augments. We are using Natural 20, Running on Empty, and Enforce. So what these 3 augments do in unison, it causes all of your special attacks to be unblockable. So with Natural 20, you sacrifice both your offensive and defensive gauge, but with Running on Empty, it means that all of your special attacks must be flawless blocked. However, if you pair those 2 augments with Enforce, suddenly all of your attacks cannot be flawless blocked because you have no gauge because of Natural 20. So with this combo of 3 augments, all of your special attacks as Sub-Zero will be unblockable. Cannot be flawless blocked, cannot be regular blocked. Really quite useful when you're just trying to jump in the air looking for an easy win. Yay. But yes, I think like these augments can be played around with. So let's say that if you want to take this into Lucky Towers and you don't want to get hit by the Shao Kahn with his chaos effects, take off Enforce, and then put on, in its place, Elder God Armor. This is pretty much a very good augment for all of the situations in Test Your Luck, all of the fights. What it does is that it guarantees that you will not be facing like the crazy chaos effect that we were facing with Shao Kahn. But this is only active in the Test Your Luck platform, this augment, Elder God Armor. Some augments are only active in Test Your Luck platforms. Luckality augments are really effective in Test Your Luck platforms, but Elder God is only effective there. The other thing that you might be thinking about, which I would just like to reiterate, there is very little use for augments like Lucky Rabbit's Foot. Lucky Rabbit's Foot here on this build is not going to help you get an easier brutality. This does not increase the chances of getting that instant brutality. What it does is that it affects the AI modifier that's in the Test Your Luck platform. So like I was saying, you could be experiencing good luck, incredible luck, bad luck, terrible luck. What this augment does is that it affects that luck modifier for the stage. So like Elder God Armor, Lucky Rabbit's Foot is only effective in Test Your Luck platforms. So do consider that if you're trying out this build for Test Your Luck platforms, but I think what is pretty cool here is that you can just easily swap this around and make this into a power horse for those endurance towers, because you should be able to live most things with these augments. So let's play around here, put on blizzard conditions, which will increase our ice type damage, knowing that the polar ice axe is an ice type attack. So let's put on blizzard conditions. We have 50% more ice damage, and let's put on back the enforce. I really do enjoy the unblockable effect that we get from all three of those augments, but you could play around with these things, go for something more defensive or more offensive, but I think a good balance of the two is very nice for handling things like stage 6 towers. So let's use the same build in stage 6, put on Sub-Zero, go to the final tower, and we should be able to have a similar effect here. So put it on brutal difficulty because we want lots of rewards. Now, this is where we should talk about the consumables that we're using. So the tower consumable that pairs best with this type of build is Liquid Ice, which doubles your ice damage, which is very nice. Now, we're also going to put on just defensive consumables, health and armor. If we need it, we can use it, but this is all dependent on my ability to use the polar axe, which is very much like a lot of other jump type attacks that you see in Combat League. It's pretty much like Kung Lao's jump dive, Noob Saibot's shadow dive in the air. It's all very similar. Yay, flawless. I have to get him away from me. Alright, he's getting too close. So, as you can see with the move, you really do have to keep your distance. If they get too close, then it's tough. Tough to get the easy win. Whee! Alright, we should probably heal. Whee! Alright, so as you're seeing, the polar ice axes just do so much damage. Oh look, it's Pretty Scarlet! Oh no! Oh no, it's tough. Gotta remember to block the consumables, the modifiers. Ooh, we're dead. We're dead. We're dead. She got us. That's okay. But as you can see, like, the axe doesn't really work so well when you're in the corner. You gotta get out of that corner. Gotta keep your distance in order for the polar ice axe to actually land on the opponent. But I think that this build is, like, a great way of learning best how to use this move and other similar moves in Combat League. Not only are you getting fancy unblockable effect, but it's doing just so much damage. Just doing so much damage. Alright, so wow, let's go back to the augments. As you can see, the endurance fight took too much of my endurance. I'm too pooped. I couldn't get the win. But that's okay. Let's go back to the locality version of the build, because I feel like this is like the fun part with these augments. When you're able to get all of the augments working in synergy to cause some crazy effect. So this is really good for co-op, for regular single player, when you're using it for test your luck platform. Remember the considerations that I provided. But this is a really nice way to handle even the stage 6 towers. You just gotta be a little bit more wise about your placement on the stage. But let's get Gearus again here, because this is, I just enjoy beating up Gearus. Poor Gearus. This used to be like my favorite stage for testing augment builds on, so whenever I see this Gearus stage, I just want to hurt him. I did my first augment build video on this stage. It featured Devora. If you're part of the Jaded Bunny fam, you can see that old augment build. Oh boy. Okay, so wow, let's get Gearus. Now, the brutality only triggers on a grounded opponent. Do keep that in mind. A lot of brutalities, they only work against opponents that are grounded. You might realize that if you use, like, the Rambo Locality build, the brutality only triggers if the opponent is grounded. So we gotta get him. Thankfully, he's not, like, too far or too close. We're able to just throw these ice axes. So much fun. Oh no, we're in the green part. The green part means that we can't jump. There we go. Yay! So even with the locality taking its time to trigger, it's just so much fun to, like, get him. Oh no, ouchie! This is gonna hurt! Ow, my guts! Okay, so close. The locality does not want to trigger today, but that's okay. So as you can see, even if the locality does not trigger, you are still going to be able to handle this. Oh no, he got me. Thankfully, we have 2 Sub-Zeros. Oh no, ouchie. Okay, so wow, Sub-Zero has like a lot of options though with his augments. We're only looking at one way of playing with him. And if you want to see some other ways of how to build with Sub-Zero, do check out the AI and Augmented build playlist. We created an infinite combo with Sub-Zero. I shared it with the developer, and then they decided to nerf the augments that I was using. Isn't that fun? This is why I keep some things secret. They really do like to nerf a lot of stuff. But yay, I'm so happy with this Sub-Zero build. I would really love to hear how it works out for you. Please do let me know in the comments if you try out this build. It's definitely going to test your ability at knowing stage placement and using those air moves in a wise way, because as you can see, there is a wrong way of using those moves too. If the opponent's too close, you're in the corner, it's not going to work out. But if you keep that optimal distance, as you saw with that last match with Geras, you can just land those ice axes over and over and over, which is very nice. Okay, so wow, let's take a look at the comments. Thank you so much, my friends, for joining along. A like, a comment, a subscribe, greatly appreciated. Okay, so Plague Doctor, you're the best augment builder on YouTube. Thank you. Thank you, my friend. I know that there are some others out there who like to copy me, but that's okay. Snoopy, hey Dave, hey chat. Thank you so much, my friend, brother, for joining along. Thomas, oh boy, Rambo would be the easiest. Thank you, Thomas, for joining. I love Sub. I think so too, Melinda. I love this skin for Sub-Zero. I know that people don't have it, so I like it, I guess. It's alright. It's a pale blue color. Okay, I have Rambo's brutality quotes burned into my brain. I want to play with different characters. I hear you, Plague Doctor. I do recommend just having fun, experimenting, using random select, playing with a character that you've never thought about using their augments. Snoopy, lol, they're not going to nerf anything else. I don't know, Snoopy. Some of those secrets that we have in the fam, I feel like if it got out, they would nerf the glitches, the quote-unquote exploits, because, well, some of them are just really, like, exploitative. So I'm keeping something secret, and I feel like a nerf could be possible. I mean, we saw with Injustice 2 that they're doing patch updates 2 years later. So I don't want them to come out 6 months later and say, oh, well, you know, there's this glitch that we just found out about, let's nerf it. There's a whole bunch of glitches in this game, to be honest, which is, like, exciting to continuously discover. It's always in my, list of to-do, like, try and figure out new glitches, because I'm aware of some, but it's the matter of how to activate it in some cases. Okay, alright, Thomas, yes, I can only agree with you. You should only be a hint that the most effective brutality, which always and immediately works, I want as many different builds as possible. Very cool, Thomas. I totally agree. I think that having as many different builds gives you a better understanding of not only the characters, but how to counter different moves, how to use them in Combat League, how to counter them. It's all very, like, learning. I do enjoy the learning process that goes on here. So, wow, augments, some simple ideas. We have the unblockable effect with the augments, three Dragon Blood augments. This trio of Enforce, Natural 20 running on empty means that all of the special attacks are landing unblockably. They cannot flawless block, they cannot regular block. All of the special attacks will be hitting. But with Locality level 4, and then Stone Cold level 4, you're throwing 2 Polar Ice Axes, you're having like a 16% chance every time you use the move to like get an instant kill, which is very, very powerful if you can always maintain that optimal distance. So this build also helps you learn optimal distance when using air moves. Like this would also apply to like Cabal's Air Buzzsaw. That's another one. Katana, Downward Fan. Yeah, there's a lot of moves that are very similar to this. So knowing how to better use these moves is important, which I guess is true too for Jade. She's got to move like this, got to practice. But we're also using lots of armor, with armor clad and in good repair. If you want like a real fancy way of playing around with this build, consider taking off either Locality or Enforce and replacing it with Breath of Life. That's also another pretty exciting way of playing with this build. Every time you block, you'll be healing up your health by 100 with Breath of Life. So if you have access to level 4 Breath of Life, do consider using it with a build like this. But yes, Sub-Zero, really do quite enjoy this build. Please try it out. Let me know in the comments after this video goes up how it works out for you. Special shout out to Andre, who was asking for a Sub-Zero build. So here you go. I hope you enjoy. Yes, oh boy. So if you're here at this part of the video, please a like, a comment, a subscribe. Greatly, greatly appreciated. Please do check me out on Twitch, Twitter, and Discord, where everyone is invited to join the lovely community that we have on Discord. Yes, yes, yes. But if you want access to even more powerful builds than this, all of the secrets, all of the glitches, please do consider joining the Jaded Bunny fam. Yes, when you join the Jaded Bunny fam, you help support the channel, but you also get your name in a snazzy credits list. Yay! So special shout outs to my mini bunnies, Chris and Joshua, my bunnies, Ross, Marky, Alina, Jackson, Dreaded Jones, Dr. Eggman, Atomic X-Fire, Dante, Caleb, Robert, Terrence, Thomas, Cody, Erdem, Shane, Yuri, Whiskey Baylor, Lofi the Loaf, Will, Canyon, Jason, Andre, the Hakaishin, Snoopy, David, Eric, and introducing Honey Bun, who just joined this week. Thank you, Honey Bun. As well as my rabbits, Queen Melina, Alan, Sean, Ryan, Jason, JJ, Jenny, Honestivo, A Misanthrope, and the Joker. And please check out my fabulous Jackrabbit, Cider Mike, Joel, and Plague Doctor by going to the featured channels tab. As well, we've got my elite rabbits. Please check them out too. Ragnar and Cane Juice. Yes, love you guys so much. Thank you so much for like being here for this build. Means the world to me. Hopefully you enjoy it. If you do have any requests, I'm always open. Send me a DM on Discord. Let me know what character you want to see, or leave a comment on the video. I'm totally open to suggestions. But if you're here at this part of the video, I think you know what happens next. Okay, so Sub-Zero can make snow in June. Sometimes Jade's rings goes round the moon. I see the laser in Kano's eye. Joker's box has a big surprise. But when we 1v1, all I do is wish to chat with you, my friend. It's not about who wins or how much points, but only if we have fun. We're now teabagging face to face. Isn't this just a crazy game? Just when you thought your chance had passed, I mercy you and you win the match. Oh boy, okay, alright, wow, do you know this song? Teehee. Alright, so, Thomas, yes, NRS, should have fixed many more. It's a shame that they arrived with that statement. Yes, Thomas, I must agree, I think that statement was kind of early, considering we're still getting new brutalities in the game. We got, like, a new, Shang Tsung skin, like, 2 weeks ago. It seems odd. Especially with the Injustice 2 update. They put in an update saying buy Mortal Kombat 11. It's odd. It's just very odd. Snoopy, yay, sing along. Yay, thank you, my friends, for joining along. God bless you guys. I'm praying for you to have easy wins in Combat League and that you're rolling around in that time crystal. But yes, until next time, please stay safe, stay healthy, stay happy, my friends. Bye. Peace. Take care. Love you guys.